Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, this glass cleaning takeover is broken in NBA 2K25. So the one that we're looking at in today's video is Horse, but technically speaking, it's See the Future as the takeover ability that's being shown. So it's what's showing up on that cursor right there, as you can see, on any missed shot opportunity. Granted, the one you're going to see on this one right here where Tanner goes for the midi fade off the screen, it's going to be a wide open, so it wouldn't have mattered as far as whether I can see this or not. I'm getting an easy free rebound off this every time. But in a lot of these other cases, it's still important, or in this case too, where I see the shot go up and I know for a fact I don't have to jump for the rebound or anything like that, this can rarely, very, very rarely be an offensive basket interference because of those little rim rattle jump shots right there, where you could see, you know, they like bounce on the rim and stuff. And a lot of times, if I don't know this is going to be a rebound, I could maybe basket interference this depending on the jump animation. So it's also good in that regard, where it shows you that you don't have to jump at all. So obviously I don't, go for that at all. So anyway, I just want to go through a couple of highlights of this, take a little portion of the gameplay that we have to just showcase it in action. And as you can see, getting a really good worm animation right there and being able to see where it goes so I can play the leverage. Same with like right here, I can just seal them off on the box out, play that easy. The other fortunate part of this as well is that my teammate then knows that they've missed and I can tell them to relocate for another shot. Like right here, if I'm yelling out that it's a miss and the guard were to, let's say, for instance, run a fast break on twos, right? Because it's actually a thing. People do run the break, technically. They try and get open off the rebound if they trust that their teammate's going to get it enough. So in my case, I'm actually having my teammate Dex to get open off my O-board opportunity because I can tell him that it's going to miss, and I very clearly look like I'm in position for it as well. So as you can see, like, this one's good to know as well. Long rebound opportunity coming. And then I can also just know that, boom, we're going to have to, like, plan for another preloaded pass and stuff as well. This part, not super crazy. I just want you guys to be able to see it actually activating. So, for instance, we have, once again, Tanner's going to try and midi fade on the big man. I try and get the rebound. Boom, there we get it. And now See the Future is active. I can play that box out, grab the board, know for a fact where it's going to be. And I know maybe that's a little bit of a, not a huge deal to some people. You may believe that if you're going to get the rebound, you're just going to get the rebound. But I'm telling you, I really do believe in the power of this See the Future ability. And I've never really thought any of the other takeover abilities are that good in this game, in my opinion. Like the marksman stuff and the deep bomber, as far as the sharp ones, really aren't that big a deal if you ask me. The slasher, not crazy with the poster machine, in my opinion. I haven't really seen too many other crazy abilities in action, but this one, I mean, you can literally see, the impact it makes. Like right here, all I have to know is to box out this left side and force him to the right side of my body on the box right here, because I'm be able to just clearly, be able to get the rebound as long as I stay on this side of the hoop of him. And boom, there we go. Getting the free board. I tell Tanner to once again leak out on the break. I know that I don't have to jump for that, like I just mentioned, because I, don't have to get in the way of my teammates, a potential green, even though it hits the rim like 40 times. So now this part right here, I wanted to show y'all because I want to tell you about how team chemistry is very important in this regard in terms of you getting takeover as well. Because a lot of y'all will probably talk about how you can't get takeover very quickly or anything like that. You get it by like a crazy low amount of points being scored in a game. Well, here's the deal, right? I could have had this takeover way sooner if I just got more buckets. So what I know for a fact is the case now is, as you can see, I get my fourth, well, I only have 3 assists right there. But either way, the team chemistry doesn't go up because Tanner doesn't get an assisted bucket right here. So with this, though, I want to tell you that to max out the team chem, I believe on twos, each player has to assist 2 buckets to the other. So, for instance, if he gets 2 assists and I get 2 assists, it maxes out as far as like our team chem goes. And it really like plateaus in that regard. And you'll have to just take my word for this, because I've seen plenty of shots where, I get my 7th assist to Tanner or something like that, but I have 0 points or 2 points or something like that, because I'm truly just playing some glass cleaner roll out here on these, twos games and stuff like that. But again, I've seen a lot of cases where I get my like 6th or 7th assist and we're still not getting the team chem to go up at all. Whereas when he gets his 2nd assist right here, you're going to see we go from the 88% to the 100. And I know it was a bad example because I didn't get an assist on that basket that you just saw before this, but as you can see, we get the team chem maxed and that boosts your takeover as well, and it goes up by a whole level when you get that to activate. So now here we are into, the rest of the sort of gameplay, and I'll cut over to the gameplay against these guys as well, just showing the portion of like the See the Future stuff that I wanted to showcase. But I mean, as you can see, a lot of like really good rebounding opportunities right here. We'll go ahead and just continue the gameplay in this other clip that you can see we have right here. So for instance, you just saw all those things, and now I just want to show you guys See the Future in action. It's just going to be the portions of me having the actual takeover and like making the impact. So it's not the whole game or anything, but you're going to see, just I want to let it play out from here. So you can see once again Tanner trying to shot create. We're down there on the rebound. He's relocating, shot opportunity again. It's a long board, so I'm playing no box out. I'm just playing the far one right there. Now he ends up shooting a pretty contested shot right there, but it is still an open because he's a stretch big at the end of the day as well. And on top of that too, you obviously know that like I can still fly in for the rebound opportunities because I also am getting my vert boosted, as well as just the ratings are also going up. So I mean, you're gonna see Tanner in absolute shot chuck mode right here. It is just some nonsense. So long board going toward the shooter. I had to really play to the right there. He goes for the jump. Tanner misses the fading three again. We get another rebound. They're double contesting that. He doesn't throw me wide open in the paint, and he just chucks a free board off that. You can see I had a nice little hezzy and gets to the dunk off that. But again, just wanted to show one more possession of just crazy rebounding spree of See the Future being really insane just in general. So you can see once again, going with a little shot creating, crazy shot off the top. Once again, I see where it's going. We're giving it back to Tanner. And granted, we do cheese quite a bit on here with like the whole big men have to guard him and then the guards have to deal with me on the rebound. Obviously, you know, in some cases, the center really should swing down on the boards, like for instance right here. But again, we're getting really good access to this stuff. So last rebound, and then boom, we're just going to go ahead and cut over to just talking about the takeovers itself. Now, as you can see, we have multiple of these unlocked as far as like the level 4. So I have Board Beast at level 4, and I haven't been able to get that to level 5. But as you can see, like in most cases with this Board Beast, it is insane for getting you some really early rebound. You get +4 rebound on each for hitting level 1 takeover. That is really crazy for sure. And then you get like +6, +8, and then +10, 12, you know. So the initial boost of +4 is where the significant change is, because everything past that is +2 for each level. Whereas as you can see, Horse is a little bit slower pace, so it's +2 off the rip, and then it gets eventually +7 to all 3 ratings between O board, D board, and vert. But yeah, you can see like +3, +4, +6, and then +7. So like level 4 is where you get the substantial rating boost. But I don't know, for those of you out there that have a lower rebound rating yet have enough to be able to achieve the actual requirement, which is 85. If you're out there and have an 85 rebound and you want a glass takeover, Board Beast is absolutely for you. I do believe in vertical on rebounds, but not enough to justify like the lack of ratings that you get as far as this. Like this is definitely the difference between, as you can see, 7 and 12 when it comes to the level 5 takeover. So I'm all for going for the Board Beast if you happen to be, like I said, someone with around like 85 to maybe let's say like even 92 rebound could be justified. On this build, however, you can see I have a 96 offensive rebound rating. So with the +2 and then +3, I'm already maxed out. So like the level 2, I'd rather be boosting my vertical rather than like, you know, I could be getting more defense rebound to be fair, but you know, wanted to go with the Horse just to be able to buff the vertical while also still, you know, by level 2 hitting my maximum offensive rebound anyway. So there are a couple more rebounding takeovers. Like you can see you have like Break Igniter, and like there are some cases where you also have the Glass Gunner, where it's like you get a lot of rebounding boosts as well as something like, for instance, Pass Hack or 3-pointer, but you don't get See the Future as the abilities. Now, there might be, I believe, one more. See that? Yeah, okay, so you got Physicality right here. And as you can see, this is O board, D board, and Strength. So if you'd prefer that instead of, let's say, Vertical, you could just take the direct trade-off right there of Vertical for Strength. Simple as that. Other than that, I believe that's pretty much it for the See the Futures. I guess Paint Dominance is block and rebound, so if you would like that as well, I think this is also a pretty justified one. And Sleeper ability of this, you get +8 on those, whereas Horse we showed was actually just +7s as far as like all 3 across the board. So debatably, you could argue Paint Dominance depending on if your style is more like shot blocking oriented rather than if you wanted to just be straight rebounding. So you could argue Paint Dominance is a pretty nice, like, kind of widespread takeover where it gives you, you know, good defensive buffs and rebounding while still having See the Future as the ability. Obviously, as you guys can see at the bottom, you can see the rating requirements. So this one also is going to be 85 offensive or defensive rebound, and you need an 80 block rating to get it as well. And then Physicality, you need an 80 strength. So a lot of these are like 80 requirements in terms of the other things. In this case, it's only 70 vertical, so that's plenty doable, obviously, for a lot of bigs out there. Horse is something that you absolutely have access to. Board Beast, you can see you just need an 85 rebound on either of them. So again, if you have that requirement, I'd like to think this one fits you really good too. So for the most case, you know, all of them just require an 85 rebound and then some tertiary rating between block and then, you know, strength or vertical or something like that. So those are the See the Future takes. Like I said, I really do recommend this to you guys. I'm a big fan of it, and I think it truly goes a long way. This is the build right here, as you can see. So it's got like Legend Rebound Chaser because I max +1 it while having 96, and with the cap breaks too. So it's a little bit cheese in that regard, but yeah, we get like, you know, the 96 for the Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, the Max Plus won it. The D-board, not necessarily extremely high, but the Rebound Chaser and just the fact that I'm getting progressive boost to D-board as well go a long way. So this is the build. If you guys want to try it out, I would recommend it big time. I know a lot of y'all been asking which one is my main build at this point. The 6'9", the 6'8", we got the footer now. We have multiple 6'8s for that matter, and a lot of them are pure insides except for the new 7-footer is the popper, obviously. So this is what you're looking at. I mean, I do recommend this in terms of like being a true blue big man where you're a little bit more of like an interior defender, shot blocker, like it's not as much ball handle or speed with ball as my 6'8 was, and it's a lot less steal and prim, where like the other one had 92 and 94 steal with like 88 block as well. But this one with more interior, more strength, you know, it's less speed for sure with 81 compared to I think 86 or 87 on the 6'8. But either way, I'd like to think this fits the big man mold a lot more. So for those of you out there that want to be a little bit more traditional, I think the 6'9 would fit your cup of tea. However, if you already have the 6'8, I say stick with it. It's still really good as an alternative, and I think all the builds are still plenty good. And in that case, it's just a little bit more defensive rebound than offensive rebound with the 6'8. But anyway, wanted to bring this to you guys. You know, I just wanted to show see the future ability and how I've been really liking it. And that's about it for the video. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to noties, all good stuff. Like always, try to one to 2,000 likes. And if you made it to the end of the video, put board in the comments. Short spurts mail right through. And not the B-O-R-E-D, but B-O-A-R-D. But anyway, or you can put rebound if you would like as well. But hey, as you can see, you know, that's a nice little tier 1. And then for the tier 2, we're able to put something like brick wall or dimer on. You can see I have dimer on for the 2s runs, where I'm trying to have my teammate obviously shoot pretty good on the spot ups. But yeah, box out beast is unfortunately a tier 1 on the 6'9", as you can see. So we're not able to get box out beast and rebound chaser both to legend. I think it'd be cool if they had a rep reward somewhere in the year where you can maybe get an additional max plus 1 in like a tier 1, so you could run 2 of them. That'd be pretty cool. You know, I'd like to think that'd be something pretty nice to be in the future. But anyway, we're kind of rambling at the end of here. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to noties, all good stuff. Like always, try to 1 to 2,000 likes. And like I said, if you made it to the end of the video, put board or rebound in the comments. Short sports mail through. But anyway, that's all on that. Take these, man. Peace.